Hello, everybody. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures and the Private Collection. Hello, Brittany. Hello, I Love Discounts. You guys, I am so excited. Tonight is our, hello, Southern Charm. Tonight is our very first jewelry show. Very, very excited about this. Hello, Shaylin. Um, so I'm so glad you guys are here. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate your support. Um, but let's just talk about what you're going to see tonight. So we've designed this show to be a little bit different than what you may expect to see. Hello, Monster Mama. How are you? We have designed it a little bit different than what you may have been accustomed to of jewelry. We don't have hundreds of pieces. We're not going to rush through our show. We're not going to rush through a bunch of, rings or earrings or whatever it may be. What we do have for you is all 925 sterling silver, tested, guaranteed. So we do guarantee everything that we sell. If you were to buy something and you have it tested and it is not 925, we'll happily do a return for you. So we do want you to be happy with your purchase. Other than that, all of our pieces have been carefully selected. We are working with a few different sources. One of them you will see, we'll get to some of her pieces tonight, is an artist out of Mexico. Her name is Marcia Rodriguez. She does custom art. She studied in Italy, and France? Venice. She studied in Venice, and then she went back to her hometown in Mexico, opened up her own jewelry studio, and we've been lucky enough to get to sell some of her custom pieces here. We do have, the bin is full. And speaking of the bin, before we even go there, if you have been to our vintage shows and maybe have some of our coupon cards, our rewards cards, we have cards number 1 and 8 tonight. They're worth $5 off anything you may purchase in the auction or in the bin. So if you combine those two codes together, it is worth something. The cards themselves are worth $2 off. So maybe you have some. Those cards are universal to our vintage and our jewelry shows. It's one of the reasons we rolled them out, so we can have a reward system that spans all of our operations. With that, I think I've said everything. I think I've gone through my whole list. I'm kind of doing my mental checklist here, but we're going to take our time. I'm going to show you the pieces. If you have any questions about anything in the bin, I'm always happy to go pull those pieces out and show them to you. You will notice too, we have the ability to do some custom work. So those listings are in there, particularly on like sterling silver letters, some of the other stuff. So take a look at that. And with that, let's get going. We're going to just hop right into it. I need to know what you got to send me what you want. I Love Discounts, and then we can get you. We can get something designed for you. So we're going to start. Oh, one thing I did not talk about. We will have some dollar starts here, and we have some special segments. I'm not going to give it away, but we do have some special segments. That's why I didn't get it. You sent it to him, not me. But
I
we'll
know.
take care of it.
I'm working on it. I love discounts.
And thank you for sharing this. So we do have some special things coming up during the show, some things we've planned for like entertainment value. But we aren't really doing dollar starts. We have price ranges that vary to fit all budget levels. So you will see that, and we're going to kind of mix the pieces up here. So we have a little bit of lower end, a little bit of high end, but we do have some special dollar starts throughout. So with that, let's get going with our very first piece here. We're going to start off with a brooch. Let's do this to make it fun. This is a vintage. So I didn't mention, I probably should. We have a mix, mainly brand new 925 sterling silver. But I have been able to go ahead and pick up some vintage pieces too. So I kind of mixed it in there. The majority is new, but we do have a little bit of vintage, just because you know what, vintage is cool. So to start it off, we have this brooch. I'm going to go ahead and put it under our microscope so you can see it a lot closer. This is a Delft brooch. So check this beauty out here. And I'm going to get it pinned while we take a look at it. That is that Delft windmill on there. So it is a porcelain piece in the middle of 925 silver. So pretty. We're going to go ahead and run this one. We're going to run our auctions. We're going to do 15 seconds so I can talk to you a little bit about it, but it is up and running right now. Beautiful Delft brooch. Look at that porcelain on the inside, the filigree on the leaves. It is so beautiful. You can see it does say Delft. Thank you for your bid. Let's see if I can actually get it where you can see it. There you go. So it actually is marked Delft on there. And we'll get my string out of the way. Look at how beautiful that is. And congratulations, Mulan. Thank you very much. Mulan, I'm not trying to stop you, Mulan. I appreciate you. Yeah, let me just get that into a bag so we can make sure it goes to you. All right. Let's move on to our next piece. How about this one? Look at this. Thank you so much. So we have a beautiful ring where everything we show you, I'm going to hold up first, but then we'll get it up close so you can see everything up close. This is one of those nice, big, chunky pieces. I love this one. This is a vintage 925, and it is so beautiful. I'm going to slip it on my finger and come over here and show you. Look at that. Look how that fits on the finger. Almost reminds me of kind of like a red cat eye look. It is so beautiful.
Yeah, get your finger.
Get my finger out of there. My husband's like, get your fat finger out of there. You guys, this is the first time I'm using this microscope. I mean, I did some test runs on it, but we're going to go ahead and run this one.
What size is it?
Oh, I forgot to give you a size. I did. Thank you so much for reminding me. See, I'm learning. You got to bear with me. I'm learning here. All right. We are at, oh, goodness. That is probably, I need my glasses, an 11. So that's about an 11 right there. 10 3/4. Look at that. My husband's going to be super exact. 10 3/4. That is running right now. So beautiful. Thank you so much for your bid. See, I love discounts. She'll keep me in line. She'll help me. She'll be like, Tracy, you're forgetting to do this. And I love discounts. That one is heading to you. Thank you so much.
On its way to you.
All right. Moving right along. We're going to do another piece here. All right. How about some earrings? We're just going to kind of mix it up. We're going to go around all kinds of different jewelry here. We have a pair of half carat moissanite studs. Absolutely stunning. I love these. They're so classic. They're so beautiful. These are the kind you can wear all the time and just look put together and elegant. They are pierced earrings, nice studs. And we have a raid already. Thank you so much. Another look. Raiding with the party at 5. Thank you. Please put in the chat what you sell, when your next show is, and we're going to run something for $1 in honor of the raid.
I got it.
So we're going to run these earrings, and then we're going to run something for $1 just for that raid. Let me get these earrings going. And those moissanite earrings, half carat, up and running right now, stud earrings. And then we have a raid item coming up for $1. All right, thank you so much. When we get rated, there is something we do at Zoe's Treasures, regardless if it's our vintage show or our jewelry. The studs were $35, Shaylin. I can run them again in a second. I'm going to run something for $1 real quick in honor of the raid. But before I run something for $1, let's take a look at another looks profile. We like to do this at Zoe's Treasures just to say thank you for the raid. So we have another look. Honey, scroll on down. Let's see when the next show is and what they are selling. We have makeup and skincare. Next show is on the 16th, y'all. If you like what you see, now you know who to follow. All right, everybody. Look at this piece. In honor of the raid, we are going to run a little Dragonfly 925 sterling silver. What is this called? Dragonfly. I just said it. Pendant. Oh, it's backwards. Let me turn it around so you can see so that it's right to you. There you go. We're going to go ahead and run that for $1. Thank you for your raid. I do appreciate that. And that is up and going right now. 925 sterling silver.
Mulan, that's me on the background. Let me.
Thank you for your bids. And I love discounts. That is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's the hobby over here. I run it through a couple of things, but you can achieve the same things with using a computer and OBS. So if you have any questions or would like to know more, you can send a DM to Zoe's T Mod. I'll put it in the chat.
All right. We have another vintage piece here. This is a vintage Pandora, actually comes in a Pandora box, and it is the bangle. We measured this earlier, honey. What size was this? This was 7 3/4, right? Or just straight up 7?
7.
7. This measures a size 7. You want to show that? Size 7 there. And it is the Pandora bangle. Has the little, what is that? That's like the keeper to make sure it doesn't come apart. And let's go ahead and get that one going. That is up and running right now. Beautiful Pandora piece. That is a vintage Pandora. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I greatly appreciate it. This is my first jewelry show. So if I'm stumbling just a little bit, I just ask for a little bit of patience and grace. I'm getting used to showing jewelry. Normally I show vintage decor, but we are all in for the jewelry now. All right, let's go down. Let's do one of these. How about a chain? We have not seen a chain yet. Now this one is so pretty. This is an opal, and the chain is a 30-inch chain, opal pendant. We are going to put it on here so we can see it. I'm going to have to hold the chain since it's so long, so you can see that pendant. Absolutely stunning. Sterling silver with the opal. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. There you go. We're going to go ahead and run that one. That one is... And I'm also getting used to, full transparency here, multiple listings. I usually just run off of one listing, so we're going to learn to do this a little bit quicker, but we're going to go ahead and get that going. That is a 30-inch chain, sterling silver with the opal pendant. You can always switch out the chain for something smaller. Thank you so much for your bid. And Southern Charm, thank you so much. That's going to you.
Thank you.
I can already see here learning experience. So I do talk shows and I talk a lot about business and learning things as you go and trying new things. And I can already tell the bagging system I'm using, I'm going to have to upgrade a little bit here for my jewelry shows. All right, let's try something else. Let's have a little bit of fun. What about a dollar piece? So I said at the beginning of the show, we only do 925 silver. Sometimes I'll buy some silver that's gorgeous from auction, thinking it's 925, and maybe some other pieces will come with it. I test everything when it comes in, and sometimes if I test it, if it does not prove to be 925, it goes into my costume pile. I don't have a lot of it, but every show I'll have a couple of pieces, and this is one of them. So this is a costume ring. We're going to put it over here so you can see it. We're going to run the costume pieces at $1. It is still an absolutely beautiful ring. Looks almost like a tiger eye there with the gorgeous sides on that. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. That way. And we're going to go ahead and run that for $1. Oh, you need a size, don't you? Look at me. I got to remember the sizes on rings. We will get it. All right, let's see here. That is a, honey, your eyes are better than mine. Tell me what size that is, please.
Looks like 7.
7, all right. Thank you. All right. And hold on. Well, I can't see both things here. Okay, there we go. And we're going to get that started right now. Running for $1, size 7.
We're playing piñata with the ring.
Yes, I am sorry. I will get better at this. I'm practicing. Thank you so much for your bids. This one is a costume piece, so I will run all costume at $1. Southern Charm, thank you so much. Let me put that in a bag for you. All right, let's do, how about a little charm? Let's have, this is a fun little piece. So this is a really little charm, perfect for little girls. So if you have a niece, a daughter in your life, we have a sterling silver 925 Hello Kitty charm. I'm going to put this right here so we can get that into the microscope. There you go, Hello Kitty charm. We're going to run that one. Let's see if I can find my listing for it. And that's going right now. Sterling silver Hello Kitty charm. Thank you so much for your bids. And Carolyn, thank you. Congratulations. That one is going to you. That's such an adorable little piece there.
Thank you.
Let's try another set of earrings. Now, these are clip-on earrings. So we're going to put them over here under the microscope so you can see them. They are sterling silver with turquoise. Let's see if I can get them kind of to lay. There we go. How is that? Can we see them pretty good? We can. So those are really adorable, very just kind of dainty clip-on earrings. We're going to go ahead and run those. And those are up and going right now. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Can we zoom out just a little? I probably can. Let's see here. My love, can we zoom out? No, we cannot. Okay, well, we will fix a zoom on that one. Thank you so much. Let's do another ring. All right, so this ring is very plain. It is like a plain band. It could be a wedding band. We're going to go ahead and get that sized for you here. Look at, I remembered the first time. All right, that is about a 6.5. It could be a wedding band. It could just be a nice stackable, a little bit thicker of a stackable piece. I'm going to hold it right here so you can see that one. It is 925. And let's see, we're going to go ahead and run that. Sterling silver. Did you guys see that the sterling today hit an all-time high? I was so surprised. I've been kind of keeping an eye on it.
I believe that was a 7, Mulan.
Yeah, we can measure it again. Hold on. Let's just make sure. Want everybody to be comfortable with the sizing. There we go. It is
6 and 3/4.
6 3/4, almost a 7. There we go. And that is up and running. Really beautiful band. Nice shine to it. I sometimes think simple is best, the simplicity of some of the jewelry. Thanks for looking at that one. Let's take a look at another fancier ring. Oh, this one is so pretty. We're going to look at it because it has a ton of little stones in there. It's a little bit bigger. This is almost like a statement piece. Let's get a size before we do anything. Let's turn it like that. All right, my love, what size is that looking like? It looks like about a 7 3/4, almost an 8 right there. Now we're going to put it over here so you can just see how beautiful this one is. This is 925. Look at that.
So, Chrissy, if you put the codes in the back of the cards 1 and 8, if you put them together in that order, you will get a $5 discount for today's show.
And there you go. We're going to try to get, so the cards are our rewards cards. Let me run this and I'll tell you all about the rewards cards. Let me get this to focus in just a little bit more. There we go. And that is up and running. You can see it does have all the stones in there. Is there a missing one? No, I don't think so. No, it's not. It's just the way the light's hitting on it. You can see it shine in there. So it's not missing. It's just the way the light was hitting. And Milan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let me show the cards. We did have a question on how our cards work. So every time anybody buys anything in your package, I'm going to send you a rewards card. We have numbers 1 through 9. It's random which one you're going to get. Each card itself has a code on the back, and it's underneath my finger. I'm not going to show it live. And each card is worth $2 off any show in the future for the whole year. Every show though, I will pick two numbers, and if you put those codes together, you'll get, it's just good for that show. So cards 1 and 8 today are worth $5 off for this show, anything you purchase. Yes, my
Keeping
love.
with you, because as the year progresses and you get more cards, the rewards will get bigger.
Let's look at a vintage piece here. Now this is sterling silver with the gold overlay to it. I'm going to have to show you from the top view here. So we're going to do something just a tad bit different. But this is a brooch and 2 clip-on earrings. This is vintage jewelry. Absolutely stunning. So we're going to show you from the top. And this one holds a little secret here. So let's get the top view going. Can we zoom in on these at all, my love?
Yes.
So let's zoom in a bit so you can see how beautiful these are. So you've got this brooch, gold overlaid, is sterling silver tested. And then you have 2 clip-on earrings. Well, let me show you what these do. I'm going to have to put it down to grab something. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, no, it's up there. Okay, here we go. Can we get it to this green glows? Honey, I'm going to need you to grab me that other flashlight. It's sitting upstairs at the top of the stairs. So this is glowy green. The stones do light up. So it is my only glowy piece. My husband's grabbing our flashlight that works. The one I just picked up was not working very well. I do apologize for making you wait, but you can just admire how beautiful these are in the meantime. Take a stroll through the bin while we're hanging out together. We do have a lot of chains in the bin, so if you're looking for chains of various sizes, if you don't see a size you're looking for, you can always message me. I do have a lot that I just have not had a chance to list yet, so I'm kind of working through that. All right, let's see here. Let's take a look at this one. All right, now we can see how these light up. We have a lot of lights going on. Look at that glow. They do. Those stones just light up beautifully. They just pop. Little extra touch there. So we're going to go ahead and run that. And we'll turn that light back on in just a second. My love, I'm just trying to find the listing here. Give me a second. Oh, okay. Whatnot is acting up for me, and I don't know why. There we go. And those runs are going to run. And they are up and running. You get that whole set. The glowy stones, the beautiful brooch. It is sterling silver with that gold overlay to it. Thank you so much for being here tonight and checking out this stuff. Thank you for looking at that one. Let's look at another really pretty ring here, and then we're going to do something kind of fun. I've got in something we're going to do here. All right, so we have, let's turn my light back on. There we go. Now we can see a little bit better. All right, so we have another ring here. This is a beautiful blue stone, CZs around the outside of it. Let's get us a measurement. Yep, turn it. Maybe if I turned it so you can see it this way. Here you go. I can't tell which way it's going in there. Okay, got it. That is a 7. Look at right on the 7 mark. So this is size 7.
Thank you. I love discounts. You too.
And let's take a look at it. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? This is brand new 925. And we're going to get that going. And that's running right now. Look at that sparkle. This reminds me of a Princess Diana ring, doesn't it? Hers is probably quite a lot bigger, but size 7. This is a size 7, Millicent. Thank you for asking.
Hey, Millicent. Hey, Millicent.
Thanks for looking at that one. Let's do another chain. I like chains. They're easy to show. I got to get a little less shaky for the rings here. This is a beautiful green stone. It is not emerald. I do not know the name of this stone, with a very delicate chain. Let's see. I do not have the measurement, so let's give you a measurement on the chain before we just show that one. So, honey, you want to switch the camera so we can see what this measures? So the chain on this one is, let's kind of hold it still there. This is about a 17-inch chain, so it's going to fall very nicely. And let's hold this up so you can see. Gorgeous. This is 925. Beautiful greenstone in there, 17-inch chain.
Hey, Miss Amy.
Hello, hello. Thank you for coming. And that is up and running right now. There you go. I love the green on that. That is just stunning. Thank you for your bid. And Millicent, thank you so much. That is heading your way. This is such a beautiful piece. If you were just joining,
Thank
welcome
you.
to Zoe's Treasures. This is our very first jewelry show. So if you see me fumbling a little bit, I just say thank you for your patience. We do have some fun things planned tonight. The first one is a game. So in order to keep a little bit of entertainment value in between all this gorgeous jewelry, we're going to play a game. I have 3 boxes here, and whoever wins the game in the chat gets to pick which box I'm going to run for $1. Now, of course, I'm going to show it to you before I run it, so you will know what you're bidding on. But before that, what you're playing for is just a chance to pick which box it is. So the first person who can put in emojis using nothing but emojis, thank you, the Woven Basket, put I love ducks in the chat only using emojis, and you'll get to be the one to pick what item we're going to run for $1. We have love ducks. I love ducks. We have to have 3 emojis. Who's going to be the first one with 3 emojis? It's definitely not going to be me. I am not that fast. There we go. Crystal's Vintage. I love ducks. Oh, wait. Was it I love discounts or was it Crystal's Vintage? Oh, all right. Who is it, honey?
I love discounts first. I don't know.
Okay, I love discounts. Number 1, 2, or 3. Put in the chat which one you want me to run for $1. Number 3. Okay, let's see what number 3 is. What did you pick here? So number 3. Oh, look at that. It is a Spode brooch. So let's put this under the microscope so you can see it. And we're going to run it for $1. This is a Spode. Is that the right way? Do I need to turn it around? A Spode Christmas brooch that is porcelain. Absolutely stunning. That's a little too close. I think maybe I should just hold it up to the other camera because that's a little too zoomed in for us. All right, we're going to hold it up here. There you go. A Spode brooch trimmed with a little bit of gold. It is porcelain. It does say Spode on the back.
We'll work on that zoom on that other camera, guys.
And we're going to run that for $1. Let me find that listing. All right, we got to get me a better mouse, my love, because this mouse is driving me crazy. All right, up and going. $1. Spode brooch, porcelain, perfect for all your Christmas attire. Thank you so much for your bids. And Melissa, that is going to you. Congratulations. So real quick, if you're just joining and coming in, I know we like to jump around in our shows. We all do that. My name's Tracy. This is Zoe's Treasure. Very first jewelry show. Hopefully the first of many, many to come. And everything is 925 sterling unless we say otherwise. Guaranteed, tested and guaranteed. So we do guarantee all of our 925. I test it all. If you buy silver from us and you test it, turns out not to be 925, we will happily refund your money. Obviously, you'd have to send it back, but we would work all those details out if needed. But I don't think you will because I'm making sure I test everything for you. With that, let's keep moving. We do have another special segment kind of thing coming up in a little bit.
Welcome
But
to
in the
Zoe's
meantime,
Treasures.
let's do another pendant. And then we'll do some earrings. This one is really pretty. Now, this is kind of just your fun, everyday type wear. This is a fox, a sterling silver fox. We're going to put it right there so you can see it. Look at that foxy lady, sterling silver pendant. And that is up and running right now. Thank you so much for looking at that one. Let me see what else we have. We have some earrings here. These are quite different, and I love these. These are vintage 925 sterling earrings, and they're very Art Deco-y. So if you really like kind of that vintage Art Deco feel, these are probably one that you're going to want to take a quick look at. They are pierced earrings. I'm going to hold it up like this so you can actually see it. That's the earring itself. Let me pull this away. You can see it is a pierced earring, and we're going to go ahead and run that. And those are up and going right now. Very Art Deco-y kind of look to these, which I think is neat. These are a vintage piece. And thank you so much for looking at those. All right, I'm going to move this tray aside. Oh, we've got one more, and I'm going to move this tray aside and see what else we might have here. All right, let's do this one. So we have another ring. So this one has a monogram. This is a vintage ring. This is probably more of a men's, but it's a smaller men's style. I'm going to show you this way first so you can see that monogram, my love. It looks like an M to me. And if we turn it around, oh goodness, 7.5, 8. It's kind of thick, so
Looks like an 8.
yeah, it's probably 7.5, 8. I would say this is a man's piece, but it could easily be a woman's piece with that monogram on there. We're just going to leave it right there so you can look at it. And we're going to get that going right now. Up and running. 7.5, 8. Yeah, somewhere in there, Brittany. Hello, Extending Grace Shop.
Hey, Miss Susan and Devin.
Thank you so much for looking at that one. All right, let's do another pendant. This one is really pretty. I love this. I wear a lot of black, as you can see. Okay, thank you, Brittany. We'll do that. Let me get you modded right now. Oh, did you already do it? Yes, you did it. Okay. He's too fast for me. So this is a black and silver pendant. I really like it because I am into black. I just think it's very classy. And that is such a beautiful piece. I actually maybe should put something underneath it. Let's do this so you can see it a little bit better. Let's see if we can get that in the camera view. Oh, look at that. I got it. All right. So you have that black piece. You have that little sterling silver filigree going on there. And that's going to run right now. And that's up and going. So this is the pendant. We do have chains in the bin. I have a few chains here that I am going to show you also. So speaking of, maybe I should do that. Thank you so much for looking at that one. All right, let's do it. Let's take a look at a chain. Let me just kind of flip through and find one I want to show you really quick. We're going to start here. So this is a very popular style of chain. We're just going to hold it up right here. This is a 15-inch chain. I did put a lot of these in boxes to store them so they would stay nice. So 15-inch chain. It is, this one's about a 2 millimeter in thickness. And we're going to go ahead and run that one. 15-inch, 2 millimeter in thickness, beautiful chain. Thank you so much for your bid. If you want various sizes too, if you're looking for a different length, just let me know. I do have quite a few different lengths. The woven basket, that is heading to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, we'll do that right here. And that was B2.
Do you have anything 20 inches?
Do I have any 20 inches? I do have some 20 inches. Let me just flip through right here. I actually have a serpentine right here on top. I have a couple different styles of 20 inches. I will show you the first one. So this is a serpentine style chain. There we go. So this is, the serpentine almost looks kind of like a twisted rope. It's gorgeous, the serpentine styles. This is 20 inches, and that's going right now. There you go. You can see that beautiful kind of twisted. I do also have a box style, which I'll run next. And Kate, thank you so much. You know what, Brittany? Thank you so much for reminding me. I
Thank
forgot
you.
to tell everybody about that. That is, we do have free shipping. So I believe that if I am not running things at dollar starts, if I'm asking, a nice price for things, that we should be giving free shipping. So it is free shipping tonight. Yes, all of the chains are sterling. So everything we have, unless I say otherwise, is 925 sterling, and everything comes with a guarantee. So I've tested everything, and if you get it and you have it tested, it's not 925, we will happily refund your money. Of course, we're going to ask for the product back, but that's okay. But yes, absolutely, everything is 925 unless I say otherwise, because I do have a few costume pieces that I will be showing you. So let's look at another 20-inch since I have it right here. This is a little bit different of a style. So,
Princess cut.
why no? What size is this one? I may have this. I don't know if it's moissanite. This may be CZ. Nah. Let's see. What does this one say? I might. I'm going to try. We'll try this one just in 1 second here. Let's go ahead and run this chain first. This one is a box chain. So it's another 20-inch box chain, just a little bit different of a style. And hold on, I just lost my lid. There's my lid. Okay. Let's see if I can get to the right one. Box chain, 20 inches, running right now.
Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate you. Thank you for looking at that one. Let's take a look at this one here. Let's see what size this ring is. I did not size all of them ahead of time. So we have this ring. It is, what is that looking like? Is that like, I can't see it from here. It's a little bit over a 6. It's a 6.5.
6 3/4.
6 3/4. It is a gorgeous ring. Let me put it over here so you can actually see it. Right there. Stunning ring. Look at the sides of it. Absolutely beautiful. 6 3/4. And we're going to get that one going here. Yeah, almost in 1 second if I can find the listing. All right. And that is up and running right now. 6 3/4. Absolutely stunning. Look at the sparkle on that. I, for the longest time, did not wear, I wore the synthetic stones as my wedding ring for the longest time. Thank you for looking at that one. I do not think I have any other 6s, but I will let you know if I find any. Let's see, what is this one? Let's see this guy. Here's another ring. Let's test the size on this one. This one's probably looking more like a 7. Honey, can you switch cameras so we can see what size this one is? Yeah, this one is an 8, but we're going to go ahead and run it. You know what I love about these? These are the stackable rings. So the stackables are really great. So you can combine them with other rings. Look how beautiful. I actually wear one very similar. Let me show you mine here. So I wear one very similar to this as part of my wedding set. And we're going to get that running here. There we go. And that's up and going right now. Thanks so much for looking at that one. Let's do, I think we did that one already. Okay, my husband says it's time for our Craftsman selection. So every show, I'm going to pick out one piece. This is a unique piece. And before we go, all right, so this is our Craftsman selection. This is a unique designed piece by Marcia Rodriguez. We're going to show you from the other camera here so you can see it up close. Honey, can you back it up, please? Thank you. This is a solid piece of sterling silver here. It looks like a teardrop or a raindrop. I want to get the whole thing in there, honey. Can you back that up, please? Wrong way. All right, there we go. So what's really unique about this is you have the silver, sterling silver like bar going around here. So it holds it just right around your neck. And then of course you have that chain that comes up around the edges. And this is just a solid piece of silver. It is so classy, so stunning. This is created by Marcia Rodriguez. Do you want to put her thing up there? Let me get a size for you if I did not write it down already. I did not write the size down. So let me size this and then we'll run this one. This is our special piece of the night. So if we do that, it's going to be 17 inches. So 17-inch chain. Let me put it on here so that I don't have to sit and hold it. And we're going to go ahead and get that running. And this is, like I said, a unique piece designed by Marcia Rodriguez. And it has a ton of silver in there. And that is running right now. I do have one more like this. I did ask her to send me 2 of these. The other one is in the bin, but it is at a higher price. We'll always drop the price a bit when we run them during an auction. Thank you so much for looking at that one. Actually, I want to put this away down here. All right. Let's have some fun and do a dollar piece. How about that? Let's do a dollar start piece. Anybody like cameos? So this one is costume jewelry. So not 925, costume jewelry, but I think it is so pretty. We're going to need a size, aren't we? Let's do a size on this first. It is a gold colored cameo. It is a 15-inch. 15-inch gold colored cameo, and we're going to run it for $1. We're going to put it right here so you can see how beautiful that is. Look at that lady, absolutely gorgeous. And I love this style of chain. Not quite a paper clip chain, but a really, really pretty. Free shipping. Let me get to my dollar start listing here, and we're going to run that. Up and going right now. $1. Thank you so much for your bid. And Melissa, that beautiful piece is heading your way. Thank you.
On its way to you.
And you know what? I have 2 more dollar pieces tonight, so we're going to go ahead and do both of those right now. Why not? Let's just do that. So the next one we have, let me get you a size. It is a classic turquoise. It is costume. This is not 925. This is the costume jewelry. I have 2 pieces left. So we have 925 ring. It has turquoise on it. I'm sorry. Did I just say that? It is not 925. Not 925. It is costume. 7.5, 7 3/4. All right, 7.5, 7 3/4. We're going to run that right now for $1. Up and going. I remember when I was a teenager. Oops, I got to hit the button if I'm going to run it, right? There you go. Now I hit the button. It should be going. When I was a teenager, this style of ring was all the rage. This was what everybody was wearing. He puts a bubble and hides my ring. Look at that. Welcome in, you guys. Deb, thank you so much. And Deb, that is a first purchase. Congratulations.
Thank you for your
Thanks
first
being here.
purchase.
If anybody else has made a first purchase and I do not recognize you, my apologies. That is blue 4. All right. I have one last costume piece for the night, and then we'll get back. I have a few other pieces I haven't shown you of the actual 925. So this is another
7.5, 7 3/4.
Yes. This is another costume piece.
Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you. Native American style with the turquoise to it. And it looks like one of those dream catchers down there at the bottom. And it is like a double strand. We're going on this one. It's going to be about an 18 and a 20 inch, depending on which strand you're looking at. Honey, would you switch our cameras,
Would you
please?
give me a moment.
Thank you. So 18, 20 inches there. This is not $9.25, but it is such a pretty costume piece. And we're going to run that for $1. Up and going right now. And Deb, it looks like you are taking that one home. Congratulations and thank you. I do not know what I'm clicking, but all of a sudden I'm seeing all kinds of stuff on my screen. That is blue number 5.
Thank you.
Right. That is all the costumes. So let's go and see what I haven't run yet and show you a few other pieces here. So these are really cute. If you have little kids, maybe you're an aunt, you're a grandma, maybe you want to give something to somebody for Valentine's Day. We have these charms here. I'm going to put it over here so you can actually see the design on them. And they are little children charms. I have more of them in the bin. We can't zoom out anymore, honey. Let's see if I could do it like that. Can we see? There we go. It's kind of sideways. But this one is the 3 little girls. So I have other combinations, boy-girl combinations in the bin, but this is the one of the 3 little girls. And let's get that going here. That is solid $9.25. So we're out of costume. This is $9.25. Okay, come on, Tracy. Where is my listing? There we go. All right, up and running right now. $9.25. 3 little girls. What a great Valentine's. Maybe you have a daughter or a friend who just had their 3rd little girl. And thank you for looking at that one. All right, let's do another chain here. This is a 26-inch chain. And it is so pretty, and I love the thickness on this one. Do we have your caliper? What are they called? The calipers? I'm going to go with this. Is a good, probably a 4 millimeter thickness here, just based on some other measurements I was doing. 26 inches in length. So there is a lot of silver going on with this piece here. And that's going right now. $9.25, 26 inches in length, nice thick chain. And this would work for males or females. It's one of those like a very universal chain that you can kind of use for whichever. Thank you so much for looking at that one. Let's go over and do a different type of earring. So now these are a vintage pair of earrings. So these are vintage. These are very like specific to an outfit. So like these would make your outfit. I'm going to put it over here so you can take a look at it. Let's see, can we see it good? No, we cannot. We're just going to hold it up for you here. Let's do it like this. So you can see these. These are 925, tested 925. Let's look from the top and we'll zoom in. Tested 925, purple and silver. They are for pierced ears. And they're running right now. These ones are vintage. Those ones are not new. That is a vintage set. And then I have a couple of pairs of earrings here that are brand new. I'll show you. A few more pieces tonight. Thanks for looking at that. So before we get into our last couple of pieces, let's play a game. So we play one more game so we can do another dollar start. We have 2 items left for a dollar start tonight. And these are sterling silver. These are 925 items. So let's see here. We already got number 1 and 3. This time we're going to do, we got 3. You have 1 and 2 to pick from. So what I want you guys to do is to take a look at this for just a second. Look at this tray. All these cool items on this tray. That's going to be your game. The first person who can put in the chat what items I just showed you gets to pick item number 1 or item number 2 for us to run for $1. And if you can't put all of them, we'll see who can get the most. There was 5 items on that tray. No, it probably takes a little bit to type. I have a hard time typing fast on my phone. I always have to do it on a computer. Scissors, pen, tape, card. Oh, look at, we got 4. Melissa has 4 so far. She's the first one to come up with 4. So I'm going to count to 5. If someone can't do all 5 in 5 seconds, Melissa's going to get to pick. 1, 2. Oh, Monster Mama. Ruler, tape, scissors, card, and pen. What number, Monster Mama, would you like me to run for $1? Number 1 or number 2? Number 2. All right, let's take a look and see what number 2 is. Number 1's going to wait for our next show. Number 2 is a ring. So we have a sterling silver ring, synthetic stones, that we are going to run for $1. Let's see what size it is. That is beautiful. Is this the heart one? It is. This is a heart ring. And that is a 10. I'm going to go that's a 10. Looks pretty right on for the 10. Let's put it under the microscope so you can see the coloring of it. See all that detail. You want to take me out of the bubble there? There you go. Look at how pretty that one is. Let me just get to our, there we go. We're going to run it for $1, size 10.
Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you,
thank you.
$1 up and running, size 10. Beautiful heart ring. If I can stop shaking, it might, be a little bit nicer. Yes, they can be sized. All of them can be sized. And this is 925.
Is it synthetic sapphire?
It is synthetic sapphire. Yes, the stones are synthetic. The metal is 925. A Monster Mama, congratulations. That is a great pickup. Let me just write your tag here to make sure that we get you the right one.
That was a great grab.
Great grab and such a pretty ring. All right, we have just a few more pieces tonight, so we're going to show you a few more pieces, and then we're going to go find somebody to raid. So if there's anything in the bin that you want to see, let me know. I'm always happy to grab anything out of there to show you. But let's go ahead and do these last couple of pieces. Now, if you like hoop earrings, this is, let me see, oh, I should have opened it up earlier. This is a lot of silver going on here. So this is solid sterling. You're going to get 2 hoop earrings. Look at that. They are so pretty. Think about it like some fancy Valentine's dinner with these earrings on. You know what? We're going to do it right here because I want to show you the etching on this. Are you going to get us focused? Thank you, my love. So they are pierced earrings. Beautiful etching on them. That is solid silver there. They are such a great size. And let me see here. What color is my dot? All right. Yep. Let's see. That's a lot of silver. Where are we going here? Right there. And those are running right now. So it is a set of a pair of earrings. Solid sterling. Nice big thick hoops. Make a great Valentine's gift for somebody. I love the etching on there. It's just a little bit extra, isn't it? And then these ones are our last item for the night. These are my oh wait, no, I've got one more thing to show you after this. These are my absolute favorite earrings. I think these are so freaking elegant. Here, I'm not sounding too professional. They're so freaking elegant, but they are. I need you to look at them underneath here. This is sterling silver with a pearl. I'm going to turn the other one the other way so you can see it there. Look at that. How gorgeous are those? This is a Marcia Rodriguez design. So a special design there from the artist we were talking about. And we are going to run those right now. Those are real pearls, sterling silver, pair of earrings, up and running, pierced ears, brand new, designed by an artist out of Mexico. Thank you so much for looking at that one. And let's do this one here. So I hate little plastic baggies, but I had to keep these 3 together in this baggie. So this is a set of 3 stackables. So you're going to get all 3 stackable rings. Let's get it sized here. So they're all going to be the same size, which is 6. All right, 6 1/4. You're going to get 3 rings. They're all slightly different. They are 100% 925 sterling silver. Let me put all 3 on here so you can see them together. You can stack them in different ways, but it is a full set. I know, I'm sorry I'm so shaky. I'm trying not to be. I got to figure out a way not to be so shaky. 3 sterling silver rings, up and running. They are stackables. You can switch them out. You can wear them on different fingers. You can wear them in different ways. And thank you so much for looking at those. I love the stackables. I just think because you can do so much with them. Wine? A Monster Mama. Oh, just a good idea. It's time for some wine. Yes, there we go. I think I already showed you guys that one. Maybe, I didn't show you this one. Let's do this. I know I said it's the last one, but I have stuff over here I didn't show you. This is a rope chain. I love the rope chains because I just like the thickness of them. I really love the thickness of the rope chains. This is a 20-inch rope chain, sterling silver, 20 inches, and that's running right now, 20-inch rope chain. Chains are always like the hardest thing for me to find, like just perfect ones. I've wore a diamond around my neck for years and years and years and have gone through so many chains, and I can never just quite find the right one. All right, with that, I think we're gonna go find somebody to raid. We've been on about an hour now, which is kind of perfect for this type of a show. I thank you so much. Thank you, Brittany. You guys, Brittany has been helping Mod tonight. Brittany is the daughter of Southern Charm. If you don't know Southern Charm, you are missing out. She sells vintage decor and she also sells jewelry. So definitely want to check Southern Charm out. I saw her earlier in the chat. Brittany, if you want to tag your mom real quick, just so people can follow her if they want, I would love that. There she is right there. So thank you so much for helping us, Mod. And thank you guys for supporting me in my first jewelry show. Hopefully there'll be many more to come. I do plan on being back every Wednesday evening. My next show is Friday morning. We are doing our business and tax talk show on Friday morning. So I hope to see you then.
1 second.
There she is right there, Southern Charm. All kinds of cool stuff. Her next show is 1/16 coming up soon. And with that, let's go ahead and go find somebody to raid. I hope you all have a wonderful night. We're going to go to what Liz likes tonight.